Now been more than 3 months since 22-year-old Nigel Cullins was shot and killed by police at a Fogo de Chão restaurant in Buckhead. That happened after police say he shot a security guard. Cullins' mother said her son was having a mental health episode and they had contacted police earlier in the night in order to get help. Well, now Cullins' family and NAACP leaders are calling for a federal investigation into the patterns and practices of the Atlanta Police Department. CBS 46's Rachel Aragon is live at Atlanta Police Headquarters downtown for us this afternoon. So Rachel, why specifically does the NAACP want the FBI to get involved?
Now, timing is certainly the big question here, but today's call for a federal investigation, you guys, comes after just days, in fact, after a special prosecutor right here in Georgia declining to pursue charges against several police officers in the shooting death of Rayshard Brooks of 2020. The now local leaders here with the NAACP say it's finally time for the federal government to intervene.
I want answers. I want justice.
Maya Collins standing side by side with NAACP leaders of Atlanta following the death of her son in May.
I want a thorough investigation. The lack of participation and lack of communication is not acceptable.
Collins says her son was having a mental health crisis and that his death should have been prevented.
This family deserves answers.
NAACP leaders say there needs to be a sense of urgency when it comes to accountability. They're calling on the Georgia Bureau of Investigation's director to meet with the Collins family to give an update.
We are almost 4 months out, and I have not heard or spoken to the GBI.
Now, NAACP leaders are calling on the Department of Justice to intervene, as was the case for Breonna Taylor. The NAACP is requesting the FBI review the patterns and practices of the Atlanta Police Department.
After hearing the attempts to justify the shooting of Rayshard Brooks, we need federal intervention because it continues to happen.
As for what can be done today to make investigations more transparent, Georgia NAACP says it starts with taking a second look at the state's open records law.
If a police department or investigative agency says it's still an open case, you can't get it. So we may need to relook at that and add some exceptions for police-involved cases.
And of course, we reached out, to the Atlanta Police Department here downtown for a response to that call for the FBI to get involved in this case. And so far, we have yet to hear back. Live in downtown Atlanta, Rachel Aragon, CBS 46 News.